So I'm Tara, and this is Adam, and
Hi.
this is our very first Living a Happier Life podcast. And I'm sure as we go on, it will get better, more intense,
Mm-hmm.
more computers, more
Yeah,
people.
we'll get some kind of graphic at the front,
yeah,
a logo.
we'll get there. But for our first one, we're just gonna kind of just go.
Yeah, introduce ourselves, or mostly Tara, let you get a sense of what her site is about and how it can benefit you. And,
It's our site, but yes.
Our site, yeah. And then you'll have to come back and read more of the articles that she writes.
Cool. So, I guess the first thing is to say a little bit about what living a happier life is to us and what the point is. So it kind of started out as just a Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
It was like just me posting inspirational quotes and whatnot, typing in whatever I felt like it, adding my friends from Facebook, and then I started to write my book.
And how many followers did you have on your group by that point?
Well, I pretty much added everybody, so I have about 170 followers on my group.
That's a respectable start.
Yeah. So I do have a little following, but we're hoping to make more.
Of course.
Yeah. So I started my book,
Mm-hmm.
and I just kind of was playing around with it. Like, I've always wanted to be a writer, but I never really believed in myself or could follow through with it. So I just started, and I was fooling around with it a little bit, and then I met Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And he motivated me and inspired me in ways that nobody ever has, and it just kind of kept growing. And so I finished my book, but because I couldn't publish it yet, I started a blog, and then Adam started me a website, and then I went a little nutty, and I did some research, and I learned about social media. So now I have a website with a blog that's connected to my Facebook group, my Twitter account, my Instagram group, my Pinterest group, and will be now my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are. I'm doing a few other things. I'm doing some online training so I can become a job coach, or not a job coach,
Life coach.
a life coach. And then I'm going to be doing some financial training so I can become a financial coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of irons in the fire there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all part of your passion. This is what you believe that you are meant to do, right?
I want to make people happy, and I always have. Like, that's probably why I'm a waitress, because I get to feed people and make them smile, and by the time they leave, they're happy. So this is just kind of an extension of that, doing what I've learned to make myself happy and teaching it to other people or sharing it with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what we're kind of doing. Do you have anything to add?
No, I mean, the group, you've explained the purpose of the group and what's the benefit to people to coming and checking it out on a regular basis. And then the book is super exciting. Like, we're working towards that, getting that published.
Yay!
Working our way there. Yeah,
So,
you're well on your way.
Thank you. This is very exciting. So the reason that this is so important to me is because I've kind of had a crappy life. I've dealt with abuse, sexual assault, addictions, death. I got my kids taken away from me. Like, my life has not been good, and I was not a happy person. I was depressed. I had anxiety issues. I had depression issues, social anxiety issues. I was pretty much a mess for pretty much most of my life. It wasn't until probably about 5 years ago that I started to improve my self-esteem a little bit, but not really in time, because then a bunch of horrible stuff happened, and I lost my kids. So then I had to full throttle through and learn how to change my life and change the way that I think, so I could be a better parent and have them back, get them back. And as of now, I have 2 out of 3 of my children back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very exciting, and I'm on my way to getting my 3rd one.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's kind of what why I'm here, and Adam's got his own stuff, and I'm helping him, and he's helping me, and we're kind of working together to be more positive, happy, optimistic people.
Yeah, and as a result, our lives are turning around. They're getting better.
Mhm.
Every day, nice things happen.
They do. They do. Karma
Yeah.
is finally kicking in and helping us out,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Adam's got his own thing. He's got his own Story First games, which he
Mhm.
writes role playing tabletop games, and they're
Yeah.
very exciting because he's an awesome writer.
Thank you.
And things are starting to work out for him, and things are starting to work out for me in this whole movement that I'm calling it now.
Yeah, and it's all about changing your perspective. It's not about, forcing life to behave the way you want it.
It's just about changing the way you think about it and the way you feel about it and the way you react to it a little bit. So instead of like when something bad happens, everything shuts down, because I mean that's happened to me so many times where everything just kind of shuts down and I can't focus and I can't deal and I can't even cope. And now I've learned to let it shut down for a short amount of time and then get up and start going again and fighting through it and changing the way that I react to it. So instead of being sad about it, I think about what can happen and what will happen and learn. And instead of taking a lesson and being bogged down by it, I recognize it now, so I can learn from it rather than what am I saying?
Rather than letting it just hold you down.
Yeah.
And feeling, woe is me, life is so horrible.
Yeah, I did this wrong. I'm this. I'm that. It's not like that anymore, and it took a long time, but it's a very remarkable, awesome feeling to have.
Yeah.
When you're all like when shit's going down, and you can handle it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's good stuff. See, she's gold. Everything that comes out of her mouth, so wise.
So I guess I don't know. This is just kind of an introduction kind of thing. So there's not a lot.
Yeah.
But
I think this would be a good time. Like, if you would like to leave a comment, if there's something that you'd like to talk about, maybe a situation that you're going through in your life, how can I change my perspective? Turn to Tara. Send her a message. Go to her website.
livingahappierlife.ca.
All one word. Or leave a comment here on the YouTube channel, and I'm sure she'll get back to you. And she'd be absolutely happy to help, and she's a fantastic resource for questions like that.
I just, I've learned a lot, and I have a lot to share and a lot to share. Yeah, I guess that's the word. Yeah. So yeah, hit me up.
Right on.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.